Hi, this is Jane and Mary back at Star Hill Studios with This Rich Life. And today we're going to talk about something very important. We're going to talk about creative visualization. I know that's something you work with your life coaching clients with a lot. So today, let's just get started with it. What is creative visualization for those who don't know about it?
Well, creative visualization is a very powerful you could use in your life to manifest changes.
To manifest changes in your life.
Yes.
Okay. So what are some of the aspects of creative visualization that we should know about?
We do visualize all the time, every day.
Right. Just normal everyday life.
Yeah. And, a lot of times our visualization could be negative.
Right. What do you mean by that? How are we visualizing for the negative?
Well, when we may want something to visualize it and say something to a friend, they say, oh, well, you can't do that. They put negative thoughts in your mind.
Or through worry.
Or through worry, yeah, we worry about things. It's not going to be like we want it. Can we really do that? And what we really need to do, we need to relax and get our mental picture where we see it exactly like we want it and then visualize it.
So if we're laying in bed at night, worrying about something, tossing and turning, and it's just going through our mind like that, that's creative visualization to the negative.
Yes, it is, to the negative side, yes.
So, everybody does that.
No. Yes,
we shouldn't be doing that. We have to stop that.
But that's being human.
Right. So. Okay. So we creative visualize all the time, a lot of times to the negative. So we need to turn that around and stop worrying about things and try to use more positive creative visualization to make those things happen to the positive things we want. Okay, so what else?
Well, we need to get rid of our doubt and our fear and be more decisive.
Right.
And you want to be clear what you really, really want.
That's true. And I know that's probably why a lot of people come to you for life coaching is they don't know what they want. They know something's missing. They're not really happy with where they are, but they don't know what direction to go in. No. And that's a big thing, is knowing what you want.
That's huge. That is really, really huge. And when you really want something, you get rid of that doubt and fear.
Right.
And make a complete decision that, well, this is what I'm going to do.
And start taking the steps. I know you're a big one for saying go step by step.
Go step by step.
So give me an example of the step-by-step process.
Well, you want to keep the goal to yourself to begin with.
That's true. No,
because people will put a little doubt and fear in there, and you don't need that negativity. And then you want to make a clear mental picture how you want it.
Okay.
And then you want to use all your senses when you're making this clear mental picture. And you want repetition. You want to think about it over and over and over.
Right. Not just once or twice and go, well, but that didn't work. I did it twice.
You want to be consistent.
Yeah. So we want to get this clear mental picture of what we want. First, decide what we want. Get this clear mental picture and use all of our senses.
Yes.
So an example of that would be if someone wanted to take a trip to Hawaii. And so they would lay in their bed at night and have this very clear mental picture of them on the beach in Maui.
Yes. Yeah. And
with the warm sunshine.
Yeah. And having a luau and putting a luau around them.
The waves crashing.
Yes.
The more of the senses that you can incorporate into that visualization, the stronger it is.
Yeah, if they could even see the water on them and feel the sunshine.
Right.
On the body.
And then you said the repetition, they need to do it more than once or twice.
Right.
They need to continue to do it. And the thing about keeping it to yourself, if you've never really traveled and suddenly you tell people, well, I'm going to Hawaii next year, they're like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Even if they don't say it, just the look in their face, like that look.
Yeah, that look.
And then it makes you think, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I won't go.
And they put that.
That is a long flight. It is a lot of money. I could just go to Florida.
And so they're planting fear into your mind.
Right.
Into your
doubt, indecision.
And so you're going to have doubts about
maybe
that.
I should just drive to Florida. Forget Hawaii.
Yeah.
So right there, just because of this smirk, you've changed your whole desire.
Your whole desire.
Right.
People.
Right. Those darn people. Okay. So roadblocks, you've already mentioned, are the people.
Right.
And then not being clear enough in what you want.
Right. You have to really, really know what you want, because if you're wishy-washy, you're not going to get anything. You have to
Yeah.
know what you want.
So if somebody says, I just want a better job, that's too vague.
That is vague. What kind of a job do you want?
Yeah. In what
How is it going to
industry?
be
What
better?
position do you want? How much
Yes.
money do you want to make?
Right. And
Right.
how
All of
far
these
you're going to
things.
have to go for this job.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're right. Getting very specific about it is really key when you do creative
Yes,
visualization.
it is.
I know some of the books that I've read, one really great author, she's long gone now, Shakti Gawain. She really introduced me to creative visualization, besides you, back in the 70s. And she had some really good techniques in her book, Creative Visualization. That was just the name of the book, Creative
Great
Visualization.
visualization.
Remember
That's
that book?
right. I have that book.
Yeah, I still have my original one from the 70s. And that was a great book. And she was really a great author. And I've used a lot of the techniques from that book over the years, and they were really great. So what are some of the techniques that you
Oh,
use for
I could
people?
tell you for people,
Right.
where I would tell them to get a gold card, write down
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what they want. And you know, you want to look at this card maybe 3 or 4 times a day,
Right. As
whenever
much
you
as you can. Yeah.
can. A vision board, perhaps. I have one. A lot of people are doing vision boards now.
Right. We were doing them back, in the
In the
70s and 80s
70s,
when
right.
nobody even knew what they were. We were
Yeah,
making those
yeah,
things.
now Roseanne Barr and everybody in Hollywood's doing vision
Yeah,
boards.
everybody and their sister has a vision board. But
Yeah. And so what you want to do too, I would feel like you want to expose yourself to positive people.
right. Right.
Yeah, you want to, and and then a lot of people use a pink bubble technique.
Yeah.
They put themselves in a pink bubble. Well, pink also means spiritual love.
Right. Or money, like you
Pink does
said,
mean money. Look at Mary
symbolizes
Kay and
money.
all her money.
Yeah. And I know that we used to always do, even back in the 70s, the 10 most wanted list.
Yes. Yeah, I
And
still
we
do.
still do that with my friends, my girlfriends, like on New Year's and
Yeah.
different times or phases of the moon kind of thing. We'll do like a little thing where we'll write our
Your
desires
desires and
on. It's
everything.
more than a wish.
Right.
It's an actual desire.
Right.
And sometimes we'll share those with the group
Yes.
because I know you say keep your goals to yourself. But then there's also, if you're with like-minded people who have your best interest at heart, like your mother, your sister,
Right.
your
Then
best friends that you've had for 40, 50 years,
that's
and
okay.
you work with these things
Yeah.
on a consistent basis, then you can share these types of things with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to put your goal down and pass it around to everybody in your office. Say,
Right.
this
You
is
don't
my
want
goal.
it on your bulletin board in your cubicle for the whole
No.
world to see. So yeah, things like that. But yeah, we've done that for many, many decades and have shared some
Yes.
of those things. And maybe you don't share every single thing that's
No.
on your desire list.
Yes.
But those things we've worked with for a long time. And I think exposing yourself to positive people is really
That's one of the key
a
things you
key
should
thing
do.
to do
Right.
because negative people, it's great to try to help people that are in bad situations maybe and need help. But if you're around just negative people just because that's their personality,
And before you know it, you're going
run.
to be negative.
Like
Right.
that's their personality no matter what's
Yeah.
going on in their life. They're just negative.
Right.
So, okay, so let's talk about an example in your life where you used creative visualization very effectively.
Yes, I have.
Right. Let's talk about that.
I had a horseback accident.
Yeah, horseback riding accident.
Right. And so I fell, he fell, broke my back, and I had a broken leg.
Right.
And anyway,
Yeah, really severe.
real severe. Yes, I was at a hospital, and the doctor said I would never walk again, and the leg
Right.
wouldn't heal. I said, yes, I will. And I seen that leg healed. I visualized it healed, so I walked in his office.
Yeah, it took
and
you
told-
almost a year.
It took me a year.
But what did you do to heal your leg? What was your practice, your creative visualization practice?
I seen that leg being healed. I seen it.
You used the white light.
I used the white light,
Right.
and I seen everything great with that leg.
Right.
So, and it did. It took
You
about
put the healing white light on your leg.
and it healed.
Mhm.
And I walked in his office
And you showed him your healed leg.
I did.
Yeah,
So that was a biggie. So visualization works. It worked
right.
for me.
Yeah, you were determined, you were motivated,
I was motivated.
and right, so then it worked out great
Yes,
for
it
you.
worked for me.
So there are a lot of resources out there. There are a lot of books written on creative visualization. Like I mentioned, Shakti Gawain is a great one. There's, I think, a Llewellyn series out there
Llewellyn,
on
yeah, they
creative
have some good
visualization.
visualization
Yeah,
books.
I've used it a lot in my life.
Yes.
It's been very, very helpful. So I would recommend anyone.
You know, most people do visualize. They're not even realizing what they're doing.
Well, like we said, but it's usually to the negative,
To the
through
negative, right,
worry,
right,
the tossing and
right.
turning at night, worried
Yeah,
about things are never going to
yeah,
work out, rather than really focusing on visualizing things working out.
yes. Yeah, I had
And
a son who just did that and for a new job, and I told him exactly how to visualize it. He got the job
right,
and was
right, that's
thrilled
great.
over it.
That's
So he
great.
visualized it. He said, Mama took your advice.
Right,
He's seen himself working there.
right. That's what the way to do things,
And that's how it works. And it
yeah.
will work.
So, like I said, there are a lot of resources out there that people can get to. The Shakti Gawain, the Llewellyn series, there are just tons of things out there. And like we always say, things start in the mind.
Right.
Your thoughts are very important. Your thoughts take you to where you're going out in your life and out in the world. So watch those thoughts,
Thoughts are things, and there's power in the spoken
watch those
word.
words, like you say, and decide what you want and get determined about
Get
it.
determined with it.
And that's
Yeah.
great advice.
Yeah.
So
Thank
you've
you.
heard it here at Star Hill Studios with This Rich Life with Jane and Mary. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on our future videos. We have other videos out there already. Goal setting, mental strength, looking younger
As
as
we
you
get
get older.
that's
Very
a goodie.
important.
Yeah.
So be
People like
sure,
that
don't
one.
miss out on these things.
Yeah.
It was wonderful talking with you. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.